Hello and welcome to the Blackout podcast where I get to talk to amazing people who do amazing things. I'm so excited for this one. I have my friend, super talented artist, entrepreneur.
Exactly, man.
My friend, S.Kae. Thanks for coming to the Blackout podcast today.
Yo, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me, Israel. Like, I've been looking forward to this, and I'm excited.
Let's get into it. So, S.Kae, how did that name come about?
So you know, to cut the long story short, bro, like I started like back in the day. I used to throw like events, like parties and stuff. But that was back when I was still based in Ukraine. I used to be in Ukraine before I came here.
Okay, we'll get into that. But like, yeah.
Exactly. So like I used to throw under the name, you know, Savannah Kings Entertainment, which came from the Savannah, because I'm originally from Southern Africa, which is the Savannah region. So I used to use that name for my events and parties. And I had a group of artists I used to support through that until I started myself doing my own music, and then I called myself Savannah King.
Right.
And then I shortened to S.Kae.
Gotcha.
Right? So just S.Kae, Savannah King, and that's it. Yeah.
Dope. Okay, Ukraine. What? Ukraine?
Yo, man, it's a crazy story. It's a crazy story, you know. Most people don't believe it, you know, but like, yeah, I went from Zimbabwe right after my high school, and you know, I just got an agent, convinced me to go to study in Ukraine.
Wow.
And yeah, that's it. And then I went to Ukraine for about 4 years.
Okay, wait. So like, your school was English, or how did that?
So basically the first year I had to study Russian. So I had to study Russian so that I can easily like assimilate on campus and everything.
Yeah.
So a full year of Russian, and then after that, my course was actually in English.
Okay.
I did economics and management.
Right.
When I was in Ukraine, and yeah, that course was in English, but a lot of everything else was pretty much in Russian or Ukrainian.
Oh.
You know, so you still had to like have at least like a good understanding of the language and stuff.
So you had to. Do you speak Ukrainian? Is it Ukrainian or Russian?
So you know, they speak Ukrainian now, but when I went, it was before the tensions escalated a little bit. So I was in a region where they spoke more of Russian. Okay. So when you're an international student, you got there. You know, you learn the Russian 1 full year, but then right after the year I completed it, they now changed that all international students have to study Ukrainian. Wow. But they are pretty much interchangeable, very close to each other. Like they have differences, but pretty much the same.
So you pretty much can speak it, understand it, and write it.
Yes, sir. You know, it's shocking. You know,
okay, no, you gotta say. Yeah. It is cold today.
It is cold today.
Yeah.
Сегодня очень холодно.
That's man.
Today is very cold.
Born villain stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like people like.
Holy shit! How was Ukraine though?
Yo, man, the crazy thing about it is like I expected like it to be like, you know, scary or crazy, but like when I got there, they pretty much have a very good culture. I would say they have a good social fabric. You know, they love their kids. You see a lot of like moms, you know, moving with strollers. Like it's a really common sight. Like it's like they like, you know, taking walks in the parks. They're pretty much like having fun. You know, they also like drinking a little bit, you know, vodka and stuff. They do like, you know, just hanging out, singing. You know, they enjoy really cheap thrills. You know, they're not really, you know, cheap, but very classy people.
Awesome.
Right?
Awesome.
I had a good time, very friendly people. I never had problems.
What did you study there?
So I did economics and management when I got there. Initially, though, when I went, my plan was to study international law.
Oh.
Right, but then when I got there now, like I just had some like you know some mishaps just happened, especially with the language, right? So I had to take economics and management because I also, you know, like I told you, I'm into like business. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So I took it because it was in English.
Okay.
You know, because I wanted to catch up with my Russian. Exactly.
You did events. How would it? So it was in Ukraine. You were doing the S.Kae events.
Yeah, I did the S.Kae events in Ukraine, but I also did a few here. I hosted events sometime about 3 years ago. One of my events was like at the Seahorse, but I was also like. I was also trying to showcase artists. There was an artist I support here, Zeros. Maybe you know, you get to meet her sometime. So I was showcasing some artists, but it was a hybrid like event. artists and like club music. So like in between sets, the DJs will be playing,
Dope.
and then some artists would perform.
Yeah, you should do it again so I can DJ. I'm always looking for excuses to
Exactly.
DJ.
Definitely. We can do it
Okay,
again,
so
yeah.
how do you go from promoting events, supporting artists?
Yeah.
At what point you're like, I'm gonna like, do music?
All right. So I've always been a creative person. I actually was never really like a music artist at first, but my history in high school, I've been in like arts, drama. I used to be the president of my drama club in high
Nice.
school. I used to like dancing a lot, so I used to spend time around like a lot of
Wait,
like.
wait. What songs are you dancing to?
Oh man, like I break dance, so I do hip hop dancing.
Dope, dope.
I can do like African dances, like
Amazing.
leg
Okay,
work, different
okay,
stuff.
okay. Very
So
creative.
so
Gotcha.
exactly. So I was always around creative people, and there's certain times where like I'll be around people who do music, artists, and it's something that really spoke to me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the process. I was just not yet as confident until I met my producer Coombs. And
How did the meeting happen?
so the meeting happened because I was pushing artists with my
S.Kae?
my S.Kae Savannah Kings thing, and on the Savannah Kings team I had this artist called C Rose. So like at some point they're like, oh no, this girl's pretty sick. Like there's this producer in Halifax called Coombs. I think there'll be a great match. And then we're just in the studio, and out of nowhere he's like pulling out this beat that he made, and then like my artist didn't really like it at that moment, but then I just wrote something on the spot, and we recorded it like on the spot. Like that's how it just happened. And then after that he was like, yo bro, like I think you should do it. And because I've pushed artists a lot before, like Zeros here and some artists in Ukraine and back home, I know that sometimes there's certain like ideas that it's hard to like how can I say, it's hard to really like do them through other people. It's easier when it's you. And then like I think the missing piece for me was like a producer who really understood what I was trying to bring out. And then Coombs happened and we clicked, and then boom, our sound was out and we started dropping music. Started putting it out on platforms.
What is it about Coombs that?
Yeah.
What is that chemistry between you and Coombs? What's the gel?
Eh?
Yeah.
So I would say I think one thing that also kind of like made us gravitate towards each other is like my inspiration or my inspo. He understands what inspires me, like the artists that like inspire me. So like I listen to certain artists, and they're mainly based in the UK, but also some in the US. So guys like J Haas, NSG, those kind of people, 50 Cent. So I like this kind of like like bravado music and stuff. And when I did it, like he kind of like got like that was the sound I'm trying to create, and he kind of like was kind of like showing me the ropes. Like I told you, I wasn't confident in music, so I wasn't like always someone who knew that look, I have bars, I have what, I'm solid. But slowly started showing me the process.
Yeah.
Like you can write faster if you do it this way. This is the way they do it. Like if you want to make it easy for yourself, like create a melody first. Before I used to try to write like a song like as if I'm writing a composition, and it doesn't work. And he was trying to show me like, no, like let's get the melody first and stuff. So he was kind of like showing me baby steps, and like I got more confident because I naturally I could feel the beat, I could naturally do it, but I really didn't understand how artists really like their process. I know artists do it different, but I didn't really know the process. And
What is your own process?
exactly. Now he's creating a process for me, and it's like we kind of like gel together because we kind of like understand that okay, there's talent, but you also need to also have like what can I say, like a kind of like a good like business kind of like perspective where you understand that you cannot do everything yourself. You need a solid team for you to be able to like make your craft and like push it out there, right? So Coombs was that like person that I needed on the sense that like to make sure that okay, my sound is good, and we're still creating a team, right? So we got a Coombs, the producer guy, the sound guy, and everything, and he knows the ins and out of the industry. He has recorded a lot of artists. He's been doing it for so long, ever since he was a kid. Like, he was in the, I think he started music in the church choir, so he's been doing music for so long. So his ear is sharp, so he quickly can get like, okay, this works, this doesn't work, and that's how it happened.
What is the last song you guys worked on together?
So the last song we worked on is this track that I love. It's called Rolling In. It's already out on like Spotify, Apple Music and stuff like that. It's called Rolling In. It's kind of like it's just a feel good song where we're talking about now we're rolling in the city, like now we're like putting our music out there, right? So it's like, yeah, now we're rolling in, like notice us, like, we're trying to give you some fire music. So yeah.
Okay, let's rewind a little bit. You worked with C Rose. What was it about her that made you decide, okay, cool, I'm gonna try to push her music?
Cyrus is talented, man. Like I told you, I used to be around creators, right? Before Cyrus, there was this artist from Zimbabwe called Mega T. I was with him in Ukraine. Now he's based in Zimbabwe though, and he's the first person who kind of like brought me into a studio, saw what like the setting in the studio is like, because he was recording his tracks. And one time I just like featured a little bit, just put my voice there, and I was like, oh, it's actually nice. Then when I came here, C Rose was now like my Mega T, because like I was just new, I was not trying to create new circles and stuff, and then I bumped into C Rose. But like that was at St. Mary's University where I met her, because we're all like both RAs at some point. So it was at a camp, an RA camp.
Wait, RA resident?
Yeah, like resident assistant.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and like we kind of like went to a camp before the semester started to just like kind of like train and stuff. That's where I met her. We're from the same country. She was here too, and she's like an amazing rapper. She already had songs like out on the streaming platforms, and she's so good. Like her flow is amazing. So I just kind of like gravitated towards her just because like it was kind of like familiar like territory, because like of my other guy Mega T from Ukraine. So I was like, okay, let me hang out with this chick. Let me try to see what she's about, and then I just wanted to push her because I was not really an artist myself, but I used to try to do songs by myself to relax at home, listen to beats, try to like write some tracks, but I was never confident enough to like put my music out there.
What is next for you now?
Now we have like dropped a few songs with Coombs already, but we have this amazing project that's coming up. We're working on it. It's going to be my first EP. We're going to name it The House of Stone. And,
why?
The name is significant because Zimbabwe, right? It's a Shona word that means house of stone.
Why don't you just call it the Shona word? What is the Shona word?
The Shona word is Zimbabwe, but that's the name of a country, right?
House of Stone. Oh, literally.
Exactly. Zimbabwe is the name of a country, yeah. But it means house of Stone.
I didn't know this.
Exactly.
I did not know that.
Exactly. So I was kind of like rap my country.
Okay, I thought it was like just a different word. So Zimbabwe literally means house of stone.
Because culturally, Shona people are very good, I would say stonemasons, right? Like very good at carving like stone, building stuff from stone. Like one of the best like stone workers in the world.
Holy shit, I didn't know this. Well,
yeah,
the more you know.
Heritage, exactly.
Okay, I love that. Yeah, it totally makes sense. House of Stone.
Exactly.
When is it going to come out?
So, crazy thing is like, I think we're going to drop the first track, like a teaser, like probably end of this month. A track called Horsepower, so just be looking out for it.
How many songs are going to be on the EP? I'm so fucking excited.
We're going to have like 5 songs. So like the EP, we're kind of like an extended play where we're trying to show people like my sound, because I've dropped about 2-3 songs now. Yeah. But now this is going to be like extend about 5 songs in the EP.
Check it out.
So that people can really now like understand like, okay, the sound I'm trying to bring.
Do you have anyone featured on any song?
Any feature? At the moment, I don't have any feature there, but I have a track that I'm working on with this artist. Her name is Lyris. I think she's also.
Oh, Lyris is dope.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, the girl can't sing.
Exactly. Yo. So we might have a track together on that EP that we might collaborate on, but it's pretty much in the works right now. 4 of the songs are ready. That should be the 5th one. Exactly.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, you can't come to the Blackout podcast and not perform. So we're going to have you at least do one song, right? Okay. Sweet. Before that, there's a question I love to let guests go with. This question, a friend asked me, I was like, okay, now, if you come to the Blackout, you got to answer this one. And that's what's something that, happened before you were 17 that plays a huge role in who you are today?
Yo, man, yeah, that's a good question. If I was to sum it all up, I would say my biggest experience that shaped me was I went to boarding school when I was back in Zimbabwe. So like most of my high school, about 6 years, I would spend time like 3 months away from home in a school that was located deep in the forest.
Holy shit!
Right?
Wow.
It's crazy. So yeah, like totally cut away from everything. But that taught me a lot of like skills that I needed to survive after I left Zimbabwe, right? Like how to be away from home with nobody. Like you're just like left there with different strange kids, you know. You have to start socializing from scratch, you know, like you have to kind of navigate your way, figure out your friends. So all those things, they kind of like shaped me to be able to assimilate into different societies. It was easier, like, you know, I told you when I like flew into Kiev, right? Like Ukraine, first time, boom, nobody speaks English. Like that was now a different challenge, language barrier, you know. But I think my calmness came from the fact that like before, I used to be like in boarding school for a very long time, so I was away from home, like my loved ones, my usual like comfort zone, and that pretty much kind of like prepared me for the outside world.
Wow, okay, that's usually my last question, but I'm going to check it around because we touched on something that you mentioned that skipped my mind because I'm so excited about this EP coming out.
Yeah.
You talked about entrepreneurship.
Oh, yeah.
What's the story there?
So, entrepreneurship, something that just rubbed off from my, I would say, influence of my mother. Back home, she was like a daughter of a businessman herself, so I think it also comes through that. And ever since... you know, my dad is based here now, but my mom still lives back in Zimbabwe, right? And she has been like building her own business back home. She's in the energy sector, like fuel business back home in Zimbabwe. Run some gas stations. So I was always like around it. So to some extent, I believe in like creating or like, you know, working for yourself, you know, kind of like self-employment. But I still believe that employment matters to some extent because I think for you to be able to run your own business, you still need that like experience to be able to work under other people too. So I did work for her and stuff. But then when I came here now, right, things changed. Yeah, like I was like experienced. And to be honest, when I came here, I was impressed by the business acumen. I'm in business school, right? At St. Mary's School of Business.
Yeah.
Kenyans are great at business. I've seen like how different business here just like they are very creative. Like they don't like box themselves in, you know. And it's something that I'm also learning and hopefully I will take back home. But however, here when I was here now, I just needed to find another way to an extra source of income, you know, because it's pretty expensive in Canada.
Are
you know,
telling
like,
me?
Exactly, bro. So I was like, okay, what can I do? And those instincts that I've always, you know, grown around was like, you know what? I can think of something that can help me like make more extra money, something that's low capital intensive. So I went into the, you know, car cleaning business, which was detailing. And then once we started there, that was like our beginning stage. I went into a partnership with one of my friends. His name is Arlington. He's from Zimbabwe too. We met at Sobi School of Business. He's now graduated though. He did finance, and yeah, we started detailing, and then from there, you know, we took a tinting course, and then we kind of like graduated a little bit. Now offer detailing and tinting of vehicles, and then, you know, we now learned ceramic coating added to, you know, to that. So now we offer these 3 services with our company, which is
what's the company called?
It's called A&B Detailing.
Nice.
You know, from my partner's name Arlington, and my name is Brandon, like my first name. Yeah.
A&B.
Yeah. A&B Detailing. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, and where can people check out your stuff?
So yeah, people can definitely check out my stuff on my. I do have like a Spotify account. You can just type S.Kae with an AE at the end, right? I just had to differentiate it because like when I chose that name, I realized later on that there were like a lot of S.Kaes.
So many.
And I'd already dropped out like a track, so I couldn't really change my name so much, but I just added the AE.
Yeah.
So it's S.Kae on Spotify, on Apple Music. You can also check out S.Kae on Instagram. Like my Instagram is just S.Kae. That's my username.
Dope.
I'm sure you'll find me there. And like, yeah, you can, from there, I have a link tree that you can like check out
see
my
all
tracks.
the things.
And pretty much by the end of the month, you like see the EP coming out. House of Stone.
Let's go. Okay. Yeah. You brought so much magic to the show. I'm gonna let you go with a little bit of magic of my own before you do this track though.
Yeah.
So what I need you to do, here you go.
Yeah.
Do not show me though. Write a number between 1 and 60. Once you're done, you can show it to the camera.
All right.
And then let me know once you're done. And these magical cards will help me, hopefully, find this number. Hopefully.
No problem, bro.
Hopefully.
So I just show it to the camera.
Yeah, this one or that one. That one is fine. Good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So these cards, your number is going to be in at least one of these cards, right? But it might be in more than one. So I'll need your help here, right?
Okay, sweet.
Is your number here?
It's not on this one.
It's not here. Is it here?
It's on this one, yeah.
Okay. Is it here?
It is on this one too.
Wow. Is it here?
It is on this one too.
Is it here?
It's not on this one.
Oh, 29.
29.
29.
Exactly.
So
You
you,
got it there.
man, S.Kae, I can't wait for her to store when it comes out. But
Yeah.
I'm going to clear out and let you just do a song for us.
All right, sweet. I
Thank you so
appreciate
much for everything you do. And thanks so much for coming to the Blackout podcast
it. You know,
today.
I appreciate it as well. This was a pleasure, and yeah, looking forward to more collaborations.
One night boys inazinda zodadisa Jimmy makanditi usazvilimita Zvimoko hazvina basa uchaita barika saka usambonyanye hako kuzvigaira usazvedhibhe vaikufaisa ende kana zvaita usazopanika chishuviro tikofamba nepima takasacrifice mwari mukatirwira sedaimond chiyadzwa tafamba tichihwinya tafamba tichihwinya chishuviro tikofamba nepima takasacrifice mwari mukatirwira sedaimond chiyadzwa tafamba tichihwinya tafamba tichihwinya shining bright me the diamond boy pressure na face me I send and deploy plot if them want them still get boys my dogs move clean no need for the noise trova my kills tarova my deals abavengi tichitenza tataga my bills vataga my bills tapesuwa my plan B tapesuwa my dreams chishuviro tikofamba nepima takasacrifice mwari mukatirwira sedaimond chiyadzwa tafamba tichihwinya tafamba tichihwinya One I boys inazinda zodadisa Dibi makanditi usazvilimita Zvimoko hazvina basa uchaita barika saka usambonyanye hako kuzvigaira usazodhibhe vaikufaisa ende kana zvaita usazopanika chishuviro tikofamba nepima takasacrifice mwari mukatirwira sedaimond chiyadzwa tafamba tichihwinya tafamba tichihwinya